Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is all about the 1827 penny from the reign of King George IV, the coin we can see on screen now. I'll begin with the design and then move on to the facts and figures. Here is the reverse design, featuring a portrait of Lady Britannia, holding a trident in one hand and bearing the shield with the Union flag on to her side in the other hand. She wears draped clothing and a helmet, and below her is the national flowers, the rose, thistle and shamrock for England, Scotland and Ireland. The legend is around and reads in Latin Britannia Rex Fid Def, or in English meaning King of Britain, Defender of the Faith, linking to King George IV, at the time of course the King and Defender of the Faith. And we can see small teeth milling or beading around the rim, preventing the coin from being clipped and acting as a security feature against forgery, as a finer detail harder to replicate. Moving on to the obverse, we can see here the second portrait of King George IV, facing to the left, wearing a laurel crown, not a sort of normal crown, and then below him is the date, 1827, with the legend around, once again in Latin, this time reading Georgius IV de Gratia, meaning George IV by the grace of God, linking to the divine right of monarchs. Once again, we can see the small teeth milling or beading around the rim of the coin for the same reasons I mentioned earlier, and altogether it's a lovely design on both sides, with lots and lots of detail remaining on this coin, despite the years. Now then, moving on to the facts and figures, let's learn more about the 1827 penny. This is a coin minted at the Tower Hill Mint, one of the earliest coins minted there, as the mint moved to this new location just over a decade beforehand. The coin is composed of 100% copper, so it's not an alloyed coin, it's 100% pure copper, and it is a very large copper coin with a weight of 18.9 grams, so like I say, a large and heavy coin, and then the diameter is 34 millimeters, so larger than a half crown was the penny at this time. The mintage is 1,451,520, however, most of these were lost at sea, and there's a huge rarity of this coin. 1.4 million is not indicative of the rarity, as many were lost at sea. The penny is 1 penny, of course. This is equal to 1/12 of a shilling, or 1/240th of a pound. And back in 1827, a penny was equal to 83 pence today, or sort of, just a bit less than a pound for this coin's buying power in terms of today's money. And it was demonetized in 1869 with the introduction of the new bronze pennies in 1860. Moving on to the value, like I say, a lot were made, but lots of them were lost at sea in a crash, so £250 is their beginning price, even in poor condition, £325 in fine condition, £5,000 in extremely fine, and around about the £10,000 mark in uncirculated grade if you can find one. A very cool coin with the history about them being, partially a shipment lost at sea, becoming an artificially rare coin that is very expensive and hard to find. So there we go, comment down below if you have one, please subscribe, thank you for watching, all the good stuff, and we hope you have a nice day and return for more videos later on.